I'm hanging out with the new NYWC Starlet Champion, the PPD herself, Kylie Alexa. What are your thoughts? Finally taking down Amity.
You know what? I will say, although Amity's a little crazy, a little scary, a little scream queen, she put up a very good fight tonight, and I was thoroughly impressed with Amity, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's a rematch down the road.
All right, you guys stole the show for sure. Amity, you lost the title.
Yeah, what do you think I'm doing? I'm getting rid of myself.
What do you mean you're getting rid of yourself?
This company doesn't need me anymore. They have Kylie Alexa. So I'm trash, and I'm gonna take myself out. Is that okay, Papa Dink?
Sure, whatever you want to do.
That's what I thought.
Man, I've never seen the side of her.
How exciting to say, in July 12th, Lulu La Reina, your Mexican Barbie, will be in New York, making her Rising Star debut. Wow, I am so happy for this opportunity. You guys have no idea. I've seen who's on this card, and I have to say, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to become your first Rising Star Women's Champion. And to celebrate, I'm gonna have pizza, bagels, and most definitely try some New York tacos. So I cannot wait to meet you all. Mwah! I love you, and we'll see you July 12th. Bye!
Rising Star Women's Wrestling. You've cultivated yourself quite the roster. So many women, so much potential for this tournament. But lest we forget, I have been a caged animal for far too long. But I'm loose now. And I will be champion!
Yo, they call me Dank, the lyrical titan. Stepping in the ring, spitting fire, igniting. From the square circle to the booth, I'm dominant. Unbreakable spirit, call me the king, I'm prominent. Beyond the barricade, the podcast bumping. Real talk, no gimmicks, ain't no time for slumping. Grinding day and night, always something to prove. Elevating the game, that's the Dank move. Mic check 1, 2, this ain't no illusion. Dropping truth bombs, causing a commotion. From the canvas to the charts, I'm climbing. Champion mindset, always shining. Resolute, run deep, instilled the fight. Never back down, always standing upright. In the ring or on the track, same intensity. Delivering knockout blows lyrically. 1, 2, this ain't no illusion. Dropping truth bombs, causing a commotion. From the canvas to the charts, I'm climbing. Champion mindset, always shining.
Welcome to Beyond the Barricade. I'm your host, Papa Dink, and today I have a very special guest. Let me bring to you the one, the only Kikyo. I hope I said it right.
You did. I usually have to correct a lot of people, but I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I'm starting off on the right foot. I hope I don't let you down.
So far, so good.
All right, let's talk about this upcoming event you got going on, SOS Pro Wrestling. Tell me what's going on here at Endless Summer.
Endless Summer is... Honestly, I don't know what's going on. Nobody tells me anything. I walk in, I run the place, it happens, whatever. But SOS itself is an island themed, like we are on the island of Lost. It started back in the pandemic, and we went from the backyard in the ring because there was nowhere else we were allowed to wrestle. We went through a portal and we're in a comedy club for a little bit. And then somehow another magic portal happened and we were able to have shows again. And it's been going strong for the last 3 years or so. I talk about it like it's mine, but it's not, I swear.
Oh man.
It's been home for sure.
That's awesome, man. You're there with my buddies over there. Live Danger.
That'll still be the first time I'm meeting them and seeing them, so I'm excited. But Cam August, who is the son of the beach, and then right behind him is Casey Rasselhoff, who he's lost his slow-mo, so we'll see if he can get that at this show. But I'm a little irked, so we'll see what happens because Dante just recently lost the SOS championship to that damned Monkey Mojo. But you know what? It's fine. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. All right, we'll figure it out. Get your tickets for this great event. Let everybody know, actually, they get their tickets. SOSProWrestling.com.
Yes, island wear is highly encouraged, especially now that it's getting hot out. Like, let's see them coconut bras and the, island t-shirts and stuff like that.
That's awesome. All right. Now you're on this graphic over here.
Where's Waldo?
Serena, the booker of the show, found you and put your name there. What does Pride mean to you?
Oh gosh, it's a lot because I'm in that demographic that doesn't get really exposed in Pride Month. The bisexual erasure or pansexual erasure. Like I've been out since I was 16, and it's just when you're in a straight passing relationship, nobody looks at it twice. But straight there's nothing straight on my body whatsoever. It is curvy like a back road. Like
I know. I'm curvy too, man. I gotta lose some weight.
I'm
trying.
4 knee surgeries now, so do I. So we're in for that comeback right now for sure.
It's not easy, man. I go up and down, up and down. I'm like a yo-yo over here with my weight. Right now I'm trending down though.
Well, we're both on that aspect. So I start with a personal trainer next month. So
awesome. Oh wait. Oh yeah. That is half of last year's graphic that was made by the amazing Brian F. Pro.
Yes, shout out to Brian because Brian is also he's been putting out some more lately, and Brian is amazing. If you want graphics from him, do it when he's not completely overwhelmed.
No, he does get a little overwhelmed sometimes. I mean, because everybody's hitting him up to do all the stuff for him. It's like a crazy, like if you have a full-time job, it's like having 2 full-time jobs,
Absolutely. Even just wrestling in general is a full-time job, and I don't think a lot of people realize the time that it takes to really put in the craft.
They don't know. I mean, I know because I've seen it personally, but let everybody know, like, what does that time look like for? And I don't think I've ever asked anybody this. What does that time look like for you as a professional wrestler?
It's definitely changed. I tore my right ACL last July, so been dealing with that. Had to have a second surgery last month to get out some scar tissue. So I'm still trending on the upwards. So we're almost there, but it definitely changes from because I also work a shoot job. Like I work from currently. What am I at? 7 to 4:30 Monday through Thursday, and then I do like a 4-hour shift Friday mornings. But I'm Monday through Friday until 4:30 p.m. And then I would, let's say it's a SOS weekend, get off at work at 4:30. I've already had my stuff inside my car from the morning, like packed up the night before. Drive over to 20 minutes to Tacoma, go and do the show there. Go hang out at the sponsor bar after the show until last call. Drive home. Sometimes there'll be a show the next morning. So then we say I'll end up going to POW Pro Wrestling down in Eugene, Oregon, which is another 5.5 hour, 4.5 hour drive or so. So Get up that morning, make sure I have everything ready, make that drive down to Eugene, do another show, make another drive 4.5 hours back up, depending if I have, like, let's say Reactivate that weekend, which is from where I live, that's about another 4.5 hours the opposite way, because Eugene's down in Oregon, Reactivate's over in Richland, Washington, which is like super east towards Spokane, and then like Relentless is another like 5-hour drive if you want to do that one down to Spokane. And then by the time you get home, it's 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. My cats are pissed, they're hungry, I'm exhausted, and I got to get back up and go to work at 7 a.m., 8 a.m., depending on the shift that I'm doing. And then I also help at the wrestling school Monday through Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. So I'm
You're
Not a
hustling
lot of
all
time.
day, every day hustling. I get it.
Mhm.
What's the farthest you've traveled? You would
Japan.
think? Japan.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I mean
where I tore
driving.
my. Oh, driving. I th- when I was living in California, it was probably driving to Vegas because that's about a 12-hour drive. Because you have to go down from where I was living in Sacramento. You drive 8 hours down to Los Angeles and then another 4 to the left to get into Vegas. Oh,
And
and
then
then okay,
and
that
then
no, that
back.
was and then back, yeah.
Oh,
Or I would take, because at the time I didn't have a vehicle, so I would take the Amtrak down from Sacramento all the way to Bakersfield, get on the bus, hop on the to the Grapevine, get to LA Union, and then take another bus from LA Union all the way to Vegas.
right.
But since living here in Washington, I actually a couple years back for one of my original trainers, Mike Rain, did Best of the West down in Fresno, California. I currently live in Tacoma, Washington, and that was almost a 24-hour drive, something like that. Because
Wow.
it's 12 hours just to get to San Francisco, 13 hours to get to San Francisco. Because I did that twice, once for Folsom Fest and then once to see Bull Nakano while she was in the area. And then, yeah.
Wow.
So
How did
probably
you
that drive
sleep?
to Fresno. It was not fun. Thankfully, I have all my family lives in California. So I'm like, Dad, I'm going to sleep here. He's like, cool. Grandma, I'm going to sleep here. Sweet. Mom, hi, give me
good.
some marijuana. She's like, hell yeah.
So you have your own built-in system right in play.
Oh, absolutely. Thankfully, with being around I started wrestling in 2009. The connections and the friends and acquaintances I've made throughout the years, I have a couch to sleep on pretty much in any state and multiple countries. Like if I'm ever stranded anywhere, I can hit somebody up and they'll be like, "Hey, go see my friend over here," and be like, "Cool."
That's awesome. It's good stuff. Tell me about your time in Japan.
What little there was of it. So we call it the cursed trip because there was 6 of us that were supposed to go. It was in 2018 for Rise Wrestling. That was based out of Chicago or Berwyn at the time.
Yeah.
And in Los Angeles is when it got announced because that was when we had Bull Nakano as one of the seminar runners that weekend. Not only did I get inducted along with Dynamite Didi and Chris Wolf into Bull Nakano's stable Gokumanto, myself, Shotzi, Delilah Doom, Zoe Sky, at the time known as Angel Dust, Britt Baker, and Kylie Ray were all announced to go to Stardom into this tournament. Most of them were only going to be there for a couple of weeks. Myself and Zoe Sky were going to be there for 3 months. Leading up to it, like 2 weeks beforehand, Delilah breaks her ankle. She can't go. A week before, Shotzi busts her ankle. She can't go. So everybody's like, crap, what are we going to do? Britt Baker really fought for us. And she was like, no, let us go represent Rise. Like, we shouldn't, we should be able to at least go because it's all there. So we ended up going. And when we got there, we got off the plane. We met up with Piper Niven, and it was great. Got to the apartment. Next day we did training. I did a lucha seminar in Japan with Dr. Wagner and his son, which was wild. Like,
wow.
Wild. I have the photo to prove it. And it was great. Like, we got our matches for that day, like as for the next, because we were doing Shinkiba the following night. And I was supposed to wrestle with Tam Nakano. And we're at the show. I'm getting ready. We're all good. We go to do our stuff. And it was like the second to last move. Picked her up in the Samoan. She went out the back door to roll me up. There goes my knee. An hour before doors.
That's terrible. That's
so I didn't even get to freaking debut. Like, the one thing I do when I go to new places is I always grab like a keychain from the airport. I have a keychain that says Japan, but I like absolutely refuse to put it on my keychain because it's like, I went there. Yes. I got to train for 1 day. Yes. but I didn't get to wrestle. So like, yes, I was there, but it doesn't get to be put on there until I can actually finish that.
Right. Man, that's terrible.
So I was out there for like another week or two. And then that following Friday actually is when Kylie broke her collarbone taking a German at Corrigan. And that's what started her whole situation, because she had broke a collarbone and she left and everything happened and whatnot. So yeah, it was crazy. It sucked a lot because I was like, I'm supposed to be here for 3 months. It was I was gonna be there for my 30th birthday and everything. Like I had plans with people out there that I was gonna go see and hang out with and wrestle and and that was 2018, and I came home like 2 weeks later and just had to start thinking about surgery and rehab, and I didn't come back until that was July that I tore. I didn't have surgery until like November because state insurance takes forever.
That's true.
Yeah. And I didn't come back until following, I think, like August.
Okay. Man, interesting enough.
That was the first knee tear.
Oof.
Both
cadaver
graft. It was not fun.
Both knees?
Now, yeah. So we used a cadaver graft. It never took. And I ended up re-tearing in practice literally the very last day of 2020. COVID didn't get me. My knee did.
Oh, man.
So December 31st, and I'm breaking the fourth wall here because I haven't told a lot of people this. So whoops. Oh, well. I tore December 31st. And I'm like laying there after I just literally did my flip bump. I'm like, huh. They're like, dude, you okay? I'm like, I think I retore my knee. They're like, no way, shut up. I'm like, I heard the pop. Like I felt it. Like I'm pretty sure I'm effed. So I went and lo and behold, it retore because it just never took to my body. And we ended up redoing that in March. And fun fact, if you watch the very first match between myself and Sue Young, it looks like it's in like a garage area, but it's like this big like garage venue, whatever. My knee is actually torn.
Really?
Yep.
In the video.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I did the whole match with no knee.
Wow.
So that happened, and I was out for like another year. I came back the following, it was December. I came back that following November and then started wrestling again that January. We used my hamstring that time and everything I'm still going strong, Right. And then I was wrestling Amira at Relentless last July, and 2 minutes in, like literally locked up, pushed her down. Locked up, pushed her down. Hey, what are you going to do about it? Pulled her hair. We get in the corner. They're like, get out of the corner. I'm like, all right, cool. Grab her in a headlock. What are you doing? Wrenching on it. And then she just picks me up and I wrench and she puts me down and there goes my right knee.
Ooh.
Off of like literally all three things. The stupidest, the dumbest, like did not do anything wrong. It just, my knee said,
yeah. Similar kind of like the pop and all that stuff
sounds exactly like a rubber band.
I got a chance to talk to Brittany Brooks when she was out here last September. She had the same last November, and she had the same kind of thing, tore out both knees, man. It's terrible, and I feel so terrible that you had to go through that.
I mean, they say that God gives his toughest test to his strongest warriors, right?
Right, 100%.
So I better have something good waiting for me after this freaking knee tear, man. Because they say it's supposed to be third time's the charm. Which, like, all right, cool. Let me tear this knee. I'm good, brother. I'm good. I got a hamstring in my left knee. I got a quad in my right knee. And then they're like, I'm like 3 months in. I'm like, you know what? My knee doesn't feel great. After 2 surgeries, I think I should know where I'm at, and I'm not where I need to be at. Right. It's because there was an inch-wide cyst of like. Scar tissue in my knee, preventing my ACL. Like, so I'm just squishing on this like chicken tendy in my knee. Right. And so, yeah. And there was also like a possibility of a bone graft because I had chipped my femur during that injury in the first place. Right. And had they had to do that, I would have been out for another 6 months. Wow. So I wouldn't have been cleared until January of next year.
Wow. Tough luck, but I'm sure you're going to come back stronger than ever.
I'm thankful for SOS because at the time, like I had just turned on Mojo and beat the crap out of him, and I was going strong with the island staff and crew, and then I tore my knee, and like I was like, we did all of this work to take me from this adorable little flight attendant, Kikyo, Southern Belle, whatever. I'm so happy to serve you. No, I'm not. Right. And now I'm like, I'm able to be myself, and like, I can't waste all of this work that we put into it. So they graciously allowed me to continue managing along with our stable and stuff. And it's been really fun to be able to still be out there. And it makes me think of Rosemary when we were doing Rise, because she had torn her knee at the time. And when I tore mine, she was one of the first people to hit me up and like take care of me, and her and Andrew Everett kept me sane along with a couple other people. Like, but Rosemary was like the first person to be like, girl, oh my God, like text me, take care. Like I got you no matter what. But during her knee tear, she was out there with Zoe Sky and doing this whole managerial thing, and being able to still be physical without being physical was an odd to watch. Because I'm like, I can do that. I can at least be that bad guy on the outside and be effective without further injuring myself along in my recovery, but also still be effective towards the match and not take away from it.
Right. I'm going to get a chance to meet Zoe actually on July 12th.
Oh, she's great. She is, her and I, she is tiny but mighty. Like, she is jacked to the moon. Like, I love working with her. We got to work a lot together with the Midget Wrestling Warriors, and yeah, I absolutely love working with Zoe. Awesome.
I'll send her your regards. All right, let's go into hobbies. What hobbies do you like to do besides wrestling?
That's the thing. This has like been my life since I was 19 years old, along with like watching wrestling in the womb. I literally, like, my mom went to wrestling shows while she was pregnant, so she cried because she was sick. She was too sick to go see Hulk Hogan, so she was very upset. I love anime. Okay. That's where I stole my name from, is from the anime Inuyasha. I'm not great at it, but I love karaoke. I used to be an avid book reader, so huge Harry Potter nerd. I'm sorry to my community. My birthday's literally July 31st, and I was like 11 when they came out. I am Harry Potter, damn it. Like, every single time I take any of the tests, it gives me Gryffindor or Slytherin, usually Slytherin, but I'm Harry Potter. Don't know what to tell you.
What do you think of Harry Potter with the reboot coming on as a TV show?
I'm curious. I'm curious to see what they do with it, because there's so much stuff that they couldn't put in the movies, along with things that were changed because of different directors or different screenwriters or whatever. So I'm curious as to how they're going to adapt it in a series, and how the new actors and actresses will take to these characters.
Right. Okay. Any other favorite films?
Oh, I'm such a stoner dad. Like, I'm going to be a great stepdad someday. I love stuff like Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny, Step Brothers, The Labyrinth. Like, and my taste is so eclectic. It, like, goes with music and movies and stuff like that. It's all over the place. But yeah, I love like those like stupid stoner movie type thing. Like 10 Things I Hate About You is another great film. Which was actually filmed here in Tacoma. Fun fact. You can go to you can actually go to the high school and take a tour of it. It's still like a working high school. The kids actually still go to this high school. And you can go and you see the whole field where Heath Ledger was. And super. Oh, yeah. Awesome. It's so cool. I was looking at him like, this field looks kind of familiar,
Oh, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, stuff like How High and all that. Yeah.
What about Dazed and Confused?
Dazed and Confused, I feel like you have to be like a little bit older to really watch and appreciate. It's not one of those ones where you're like 16, you're like, yeah, I'm going to put on Dazed and Confused, because you're going to be sitting there and be like, I'm sorry, what? just because of the it was such a different time that it was portraying, and like it's like going back and watching something like Porky's. They're dropping an N-bomb first 5 minutes, and it's a white boy with blonde hair, and you're like, oh, okay, whoa, that's not today's time frame at all. Not. So like for Dazed and Confused, with it being like the 70s, and so with like when I was growing up, we didn't get shoved in lockers, but that fear was there because of stuff like that hazing and that bullying, getting shoved into trash cans or getting paddled or something like that by like the college initiates. So having like knowing and understanding that time frame will help you to understand the movie and enjoy it.
That's true. Definitely some of the movies back then now you'd be like, what?
For sure. Could not be done today whatsoever.
Could not be done. All right, Serena's got a question. If you could put together your own Pride Month wrestling show, what names would you absolutely have to have on that show?
Oh, that's a good question. I gotta have Dark Sheik. I gotta have Effie. Gotta have Kid Bandit. Goodness, gotta have Zay Perez and both Flaming Aces. So Zay Perez and Spencer Scott, because I love, as much as I love Zay as a singles, I love them as a tag team, and they just mesh really, really, really well together. This is gonna sound terrible because it's gonna be all like West Coast people, because I've just been so stuck on this side of the country forever. Need Tommy Purr. Absolutely need Tommy Purr. Which, shout out to him. He's check his GoFundMe out, because he is going through colorectal cancer right now, and needs all the help that you guys can give him. I'm like looking literally like at our wall to see like what other like.
That's awesome.
Woo! And then of course I like murder everything, just try to show you guys stuff. Goodness. Sunny Kiss. Gotta have Aubrey Edwards as a ref.
Okay.
How dare you put me on the spot like this? I could have put together a whole ass card if you wanted me to.
That was Serena's question. It wasn't mine. She put you on the spot. Let's she's got another question for you. So we'll put it up here. If you could wrestle in any era of wrestling, what era would you choose? There you go.
I would choose now. Absolutely choose now.
Okay.
If I could choose today's era, but with like the 80s and 90s, like 80s, 90s women, that would be top tier for me. Because like with the way that like Joshi wrestling, especially in the late 80s, early 90s, brought women's wrestling. Like women's wrestling was a thing until the Attitude Era.
Right.
Like people like Bull Nakano and Aja Kong and Hiroyu, freaking, now I'm blanking on, but like Jumping Bomb Angels and stuff like that. Like these are people that you still watch now from back in the day, and you're like, I'm stealing that, I'm using that. Like, so to be able to work with people and like Medusa in her prime, hello. Like, yeah. Gotcha. Or even putting that up into like the mid 2000s too. Cause then you got, women like Awesome Kong and ODB and Hamada. Oh my God, I wanted to be Hamada so bad. Like my first wrestling year, I wanted to have the pants like her, right, which didn't end up happening.
Just to hear you talking about wrestling is like, you could tell this is it. This is what you love. This is what you want to be. This is what you want to do. And that's awesome. Because I love wrestling. As a fan, as a podcast guy, and working with the talent behind the scenes and all that, I just love the business. You know what I'm saying? So it's great to see someone with that passion like come out here right now. I don't know if that sounds like, you know what I'm saying?
I would love to come back out to New York. I only got to work out there a couple of times. I think twice with Midget Warriors, and then once for Battle Club. Against, it was me and Edith Surreal. Oh, see, Edith, got to have Edith on there too. Now that I'm like thinking of people, but it was me and Edith versus Ruthless Lala and Sammy Chaos in a tag match.
Ruthless Lala? I didn't know you knew Ruthless.
Yeah, me and Lala. We fighting. Like, is what that lariat do? Yeah, but girl.
She is pretty awesome.
We need that rematch. I need a one-on-one. We need to figure it out because that doesn't count. It was a tag match. There was other people involved, so we need that one-on-one.
Sammy Chaos too, man. She's tough, man. I seen her wrestle.
Oh, big woman. I looked at her. I'm like, I might be screwed here. Holy crap! It is rare when I look at somebody, male, female, or in between, where I'm just like, I'm gonna get slammed today. Shit.
Yeah, she's tough, man. She just got announced for a show up here. Pre-combination wrestling. She's wrestling Queen of the North 6, man. Get your tickets, pre-combination wrestling, by the way. She's gonna be the contender to beat at that event.
Yeah, she's been coming up the last couple of years. Like just in the time that I worked with her, then I was like, dang girl, like she's getting it.
She is, and Ruthless still taking people out with that lariat.
Oh, always. That woman does not stop, nor should she. After a broken hip, like she broke her hip, and she's like, nah, plow, lariat.
Prolific. Part of Prolific over here in New York.
Auntie just taking names and numbers.
Awesome. Good stuff. Kikyo, I'm glad you came on the podcast, and you got to come back someday.
Oh, absolutely. No, this has been a fun one. Absolutely, for sure.
Yeah, I had fun too. Appreciate you coming on. Before we go, I want to know, who is it you want to get in the ring with that you haven't wrestled yet?
How much time we got? I still need Mercedes Martinez. I still need Lufisto one-on-one. I still need Ruthless Lala. I need Kylie Ray, because the bitch has been there for 2 out of 3 of my knee tears, because she was there the day that I wrestled Amira at Relentless too, which was a really, really weird deja vu feeling, because we sat there and looked at each other and was like, we've been here before, bitch. Like, no.
Right.
I need Sue Young again, because that's just an ongoing thing in the first place. Like, oh, there's so many. Awesome. Like, I want everybody that's on TV. I like almost everybody you see on TV, along with like some of your big indie darlings. If you go back far enough, I've worked with them. I'm the person that you know what? Fuck it. Toot. I'm the person that got them popular, because I was able to work with them to show you what they're capable of. Thank you very much. The amount of first matches I've given, the amount of you know what? Before I get myself in trouble, but book me when I'm ready after I come back.
That's
I
right.
can prove it to you.
Book her and bring her back to the Northeast. Now I'm a big fan of Britt Baker. Always have been since AEW.
Oh yes, she and I need to fight too.
What was it like working with her?
I didn't get to work with her, so I was wrestling Chelsea Green, and this hoe came up and mashed her in the back with a chair and disqualified. I mean, I won the match. No, I lost the match. She cost me the match.
Oh man, she cost you the match.
Yeah, she hit Chelsea Green with a chair, which then DQ'd me because she hit her. I didn't even do anything. I had just gotten my ass handed to me by Saraya Knight, so we need to fight.
Nice, man. I've been a Chelsea Green fan before she was ever like in TV or whatever. And I remember I ordered a shirt from her, and I just got to meet her I went to Fanatics Fest, and here's our pictures together. Such a nice person.
I love her to death. She was my last match before we went to Japan and stuff. I have one photo of her giving her big missile drop kick to me. Love her to death. I got to see her last year. Yeah, last year, because I was a champion up in Canada at the time, and she had come through because her husband was working for us. So I was like, awesome. Hadn't seen her in forever.
Good stuff. Who's her husband? From Long Island, where I'm from.
Hello, baby.
Always ready. All right, Kikyo, tell everybody where they can follow you.
Follow me at Fallen Kikyo on absolutely everything. FALLENKIKYO. Ain't I great? He's probably gonna sue me for that, but
he's having a brawl with Shotzi right now.
Well, I'm talking Jeff Jarrett. I use the whole JEFF. But yeah, Fallen Kikyo on Instagram, X, Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff. Hopefully I will be physical in the next month or two, so keep an eye out, please.
Awesome. Make sure everybody messages Kikyo to book her for your
Yes.
show. And Serena wants to thank you for coming on. She was looking forward to having you on for a while, and you did not disappoint. And she is 100% right.
Oh yeah, no, I'm ADHD. I could talk for hours.
All right. As for me, what I got coming up this Sunday, I'll be at Mulcahy's for NYWC, and we're gonna have one of our Rising Stars Women's Wrestling roster member, Tina San Antonio, this Sunday at Mulcahy, starting at 2 p.m. for a couple hours. She'll be signing autographs and doing a meet and greet. And then we got the big show, July 12th, Rising Star Women's Wrestling. Get your tickets at NYWC Pro Wrestling. Zoe will be in the house. Zoe Sky, Abaddon, Layla Hirsch, Mercedes Martinez, Notorious Mimi, Leah James, and so much more.
Notorious Mimi. Oh, I love that girl too.
She will be there as well. First match that we announced is Amy LeVay taking on Abaddon in the championship eliminator match where we're going to crown our first Rising Stars champion. And just announced before, Lulu Reina going up against Gabby Ortiz, the gift of Gab from the Apple TV series Monster Factory. If you check that out, that show was actually pretty awesome. So check it out, Monster Factory. And of course, like I said earlier, Brie Combination Wrestling presents Queen of the North 6. Sammy Chaos will be there and making her first United States appearance. From the UK, Hannah Taylor will be joining us. Queen of the North 6. Get your tickets, BrieCombinationWrestling.com. Check out all my vlogs on YouTube. I got to hang out last November with Tegan Knox, aka Nixon Newell, and she was so awesome, and she really liked my name.
I would think so. She and I bonded over Harry Potter and Shimmer, so
she's like, Papa Dink, that is a great name. Like, thank you. All right, everybody, have a good night. Kikyo, hold on for a minute. I will be back tomorrow with William J. Blackwell. And then on Friday at 6, I will be on with the DNS Wrestling Collectibles Coach David as we talk more Rising Star Women's Wrestling. We got some more announcements to make. Get your tickets, NYWC Pro Wrestling. Thank you very much. Have a great night.